Hey there. So I recently got a package in the mail from e.l.f. And I've been really excited to get this because there's been a lot of hype around their new lip oil. And I've been curious about lip oils for a little bit because they seem to be kind of popular right now. And I like the idea of a really hydrating, glossy product to wear over my lip stains. And I also like the idea of it adding a little bit more pigment, but overall just being really hydrating. And also, I've been curious about this because people seem to rave about the applicator a lot, which I guess I don't really understand, but I've been curious about it. So I'm excited to dig into this and see if this is any good. So I'm going to start off with a initial impressions, and then I'm going to come back maybe like 2 weeks later and I'll let you know my overall review of the product and my final thoughts. So let's get to it.
So like this looks really nice, but I will say it looks much nicer than it feels. It still feels like kind of on the cheap side of things. It's kind of like a lightweight plastic, but I mean, they definitely tried. Like for an e.l.f. product, this is like a very nice component, you know? I actually really like how this is embossed on the top. That's actually kind of cool. All right, so that's a very like plush top. Okay, so I don't think that this gives a lot of pigment. And that's kind of what I noticed with people who are swatching these. But I feel like this is the Red Delicious color, by the way. I feel like I expected more pigment than this. This is very much like a clear gloss to me with like, I guess a tiny, tiny bit of red pigment. Um, let me get my Ulta. So this is called a lip stain. So a very different product, or at least marketed as a very different product from this, but this is like a whole different level of color. Like, I mean, look at the difference. And like, yes, this isn't a lip oil or whatever, and I still don't really understand what lip oils are, because to me this is a gloss. It's a gloss. It's a lip gloss. Let me put this on my lips. So this does feel like the product in here feels high end for an e.l.f. product, I think. The applicator is very plush, and the lip oil or product, whatever this is, um, it feels very like moisturizing. It feels nice. It feels like a liquid chapstick, kind of. And actually, this reminds me a lot of the Roen. What is this? Is this a lip gloss? What is this thing called? Liquid lip balm. So this is called a liquid lip balm, and I actually think that that's a better name for this than lip oil. There's nothing about this that makes me think it has oil in it. It doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel moisturizing in an oily way. There's nothing oil about this. It feels very much like a lip balm. It feels almost exactly like the Roen one though, which I appreciate. I do like this, except what I don't like about either one of these is that they're minty. I don't like the mintiness. And like that is a personal thing. I just don't like things that smell or taste minty. Neither one of them is a particularly offensive minty flavor, but I just don't like it. Um, so overall, I like this, and I can't compare it to like the Dior or whatever. But based on reviews that I'm seeing, it's very similar. And I think maybe the only difference is the pigment. in the packaging, but I still don't understand how this is a lip oil. That still confuses me. So I'll use these products up. They're fun. They're interesting. They're like a nice lip gloss to put on top of a lip stain, because I like using my Wonder Skin lip stains and putting something glossy on top. So these will work for that. But honestly, like, these aren't going to work any better than like my nice boring lip products. I really like my Neutrogena lip sleeping mask. This is really nice. And then this is my Jack Black SPF lip balm. And I like these. And these do give kind of a different shine. These are a little bit more juicy as opposed to these, but like, I honestly don't notice a difference. And these actually stick to my lips a little bit better. These, I mean, they don't like wander off my lips or anything, but I feel like they just, like if I drink or eat or something, these come off a lot faster than these do. But these are fun. They're fine. I didn't pay very much for either one of them, so I'm cool with them. But I guess I'm not wowed. I don't really understand the hype. I don't understand the hype. It's a good product. They're good products. These are all good products. Um, but I don't like having a large variety of things, honestly. I find it overwhelming sometimes. So this is still a small collection, but I'm not going to add more to it. I'm not, this doesn't make me interested in other lip oils. So yeah, so that was my unboxing from Elle. Hello again. I'm back, and it's been about 2 weeks, I think. But I have used up about half of this e.l.f. lip oil, and I'm kind of impressed. I actually really like this. Um, I've been taking this with me whenever I go out somewhere. I think I tend to like the application of this better than I realized. And I actually like it better than, the normal squeeze tube. There's something about this that one is just like, this is an experience, which I didn't really understand before using this applicator, but this is incredibly plush. Like, this feels nice on my lips. Like, just the sensation feels nice. It's very luxurious. And for e.l.f. to make this applicator, and I know that they basically duped the Dior one, but to make this is a very this is a very luxury packaging. I think before I wasn't super wowed because I don't know why I expected this to be a little bit heavier. But it's really the function of the applicator that makes this luxurious. And the product in here is pretty nice too. But really it's the applicator. And let me compare it to, so this is the Roen liquid lip balm, and I would say that the product in both of these is pretty much the same. Like one has sparkles in it, one has pigment in it, but they're the same product. But the applicators are so different. I don't enjoy using the Rowan one, mostly because the applicator is just so like thin, and I don't know, it's just very precise, which in some ways I appreciate, but it's not as like nice of an experience as using the e.l.f. one. Like, this just feels nice on my lips. And also it's easy. It's easy to apply on the go. And I guess the Rowan one is too. It's just not as like enjoyable to use. But my usual options with just the usual squeeze tube, like when these aren't super full and you actually have to like put some pressure on it to get to squeeze out the product, I don't know, it gets a little bit harder to use on the go. But this, on the other hand, this gets out the product very easily. You just open it up and then like you swipe it on and then you're done. And I like that. So I think I might actually prefer this for like carrying around with me whenever I'm on the go, which I didn't really expect.
I will say I still do prefer the actual product in the Neutrogena lip sleeping mask. This is a little bit more hydrating, a little bit less sticky. There's more of like a smoothness to it, and I actually like how it looks on my lips better. It's just a little bit more shiny. But I don't think most people are going to be able to tell the difference, frankly. Um, and really, my only criticism for this, like actual criticism, is the fact that it has a minty flavor to it. And I just don't like minty flavors. So, will I continue getting this? I don't know. I don't want to keep on adding things to my collection, and I don't plan on getting rid of either one of these. I like both my Neutrogena lip sleeping mask and the Jack Black lip balm. It's like an SPF lip balm. And I like both of these. And I plan on keeping both of these around, but I do really like this for on the go. It's nice and it feels nice and it looks like kind of cool. So I'm undecided on whether or not I would purchase this again. It is a really fun product and I enjoy it. Um, I just think I want to like keep things a little less cluttered. So we'll see. We'll see once I use this up if I get it again. But I do really enjoy the packaging. I really do enjoy the applicator. The product inside is really good too, but I prefer the product in these. So one other thing I wanted to bring up, and I think I did this in my initial impressions as well, but there's so little pigment in this. And I remember looking back at like the e.l.f. website and they have these like it looks like this and I just put like a huge glob on, by the way. Like this is not smooth on my skin. This isn't gonna be like this is gonna be more how it looks like on your lips. And if you're okay with that level of pigment, if you're just looking for like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of like pink or brown or whatever the pigment is, then this is cool. But I feel like the swatches I see on the e.l.f. website look a lot more pigmented than this. So I'm still a little bit disappointed in the pigment. But I kind of expected to be. But this looks just so like bright in this container. And I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit more pigmented and bright on my skin. Um, but oh well, just be aware of that. Because I know before purchasing this, I couldn't quite tell if this was supposed to be like a sheer product or if it had a lot of pigment. I definitely think it's like not very pigmented. So if you're looking for something that's like actually going to give you some color, this is not it. I really recommend wearing a lip stain underneath this. I personally really like the Wonder Skin lip stains. They're very gimmicky, but once you get past the learning curve, they're really good. I need to do a review of Wonder Skin sometime because they are good products. Their marketing videos are not at all how you should apply or take it off, which is frustrating. They give you a lot of pigment and they look nice, and it looks really nice with something like this on top. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this helped clarify what this product is. Let me know if you've purchased this or if you've been thinking about purchasing it. Let me know your opinions below. I'm really curious. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.